All right, everybody. Good morning. Happy Raiders Sunday. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Going into week 4 of this season, I didn't think we are going to be 0-3. I really didn't. And you know what the most frustrating thing is? Like, I could get it if we were a trash team and say, hey, every game we're getting blown out. But we're not. Like, every game, we're right there. It's just that we have these self-inflicted mistakes at the most inopportune time that causes us to be in the hole and lose the game ultimately. Like, this last game against the Tennessee Titans, we were right there, and I will admit, this is one of my biggest frustrations with Derek Carr, with the exception of losing every fumble when he extends toward the goal line. It seems he locks on to receivers, and it's in a crowded situation when it's either toward and it's always in the red zone, anywhere from the 20 to the damn red zone. It's just like he focuses in on a guy who's already triple covered. Like the whole situation to Derek Waller, not the 2-point conversion, but the where he got the interception. That's not a pass that should have been thrown. Not a pass that should have been thrown. And it's either a play like that, or somebody fumbles, or it's a false start, or it's something that kills our comeback. And I gotta give our defense credit, even though they are prone to give up big plays. They have kept us in the game up until the end of the game. So I can't say our defense is trash, because they really have fought hard for 4 quarters. I give them full marks for that. But honestly, our offense is the biggest issue, and I didn't think that was going to be our biggest problem going into the season. Now, I will admit, our offensive line is an issue. It really is an issue, and I think it's going to be until we can get somebody in new, because I don't think no matter of coaching is going to get this line to where it needs to be. So we got to get to some free agents or something, because we're in trouble. But even though the Tennessee Titan game was a heartbreaking game, I still give us credit, because even with all the self-inflicted mistakes at the most inopportune time, we still had a chance. We still came back, scored a touchdown, and was almost a 2-point conversion away. Now, mind you, that pass to Darren Waller, I give Derek Carr credit, because that was actually a good read. It was just a great deflection, and before the linebacker was able to tip it, I think it was the lineman was able to deflect it. But if he doesn't deflect it, I think that's a great 2-point conversion, and we have a whole new game. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's not like we don't have a chance in every game. It's just that we gotta tighten a lot of things up, specifically with the offensive line, Derek Carr's decision making in the red zone, and staying consistent with the run game. We gotta stay consistent with the run game. Now, we're 0-3. I know a lot of people are saying fire Josh McDaniels. Some people are saying the season's over with. You know, one of my homies said I'm going to be a Jaguars fan. I'm like, it's not that serious. It's not that depressing, rather. And here's why it's not that depressing. Yes, the Chiefs have a better record than us, but I don't think they're as dominant as they were in years past. I still think they're a good team, but they're beatable. They are beatable. So it's not like they're like we got to be perfect and they have to have an off day. Now we can slap them in the face and say, hey, it's going to be a 4-quarter fight. The Denver Broncos, I'm on the fence about them, because on one hand, I think they're an okay team. On the other hand, I think they can be a dangerous team if they have time to gel. The Chargers, well, they're the Chargers. I mean, I think they're the most talented team in our division from top to bottom. But like I said, they're the Chargers. Somehow somebody's going to get hurt. Somehow they're going to go on a 4-game losing streak. That's probably going to be at the end of the season. So I'm not really worried about the Chargers. I am, however, worried about us. We got to find a way to close out teams. We got to find a way to cut down on the turnovers, because that's really what is killing us, is turnovers. Turnovers. Now, about this Bronco matchup. This is a must-win game. I'm sorry. Coming back from 0-4, that's a hard one. We still got Super Bowl aspirations. We got to win this game. And I'm kind of worried about it, because I'm not a big fan of the whole Randy Gregory and Bradley Chubb combination. I think they can give us fits, especially with the offensive line issues that I highly clearly mentioned. But I do think if we spread them out with our wide receivers, I know Hunter Renfro's out, but if we can get Mac Hollins, Keelan Cole, if he can have a good game, I think we have a chance to really spread the Broncos defense out and kind of mitigate the pass rush of the Broncos. I think their secondary and linebackers can be exploited to some degree. Now, on the flip side of that, the defense. I think we got to be consistent. I'm a little worried about Jerry Jeudy because Rock Yassin, who I think has had a solid year, he's banged up, and I don't know if he's going to be able to play. He's questionable. So I think this is a prime game for him and Russell Wilson to finally get on the same page and really develop some chemistry. So I'm really worried about that matchup, Jerry Jeudy against our DBs. I'm also worried about Melvin Gordon. You know, I think any running back who can do well in space and catch the ball always gives us fits historically, and I think that's going to be an issue later this afternoon. But with all that being said, I still think this is a game that we can win and should win, because if we can pressure Russell Wilson and actually hit him, like the hits will accumulate him and he'll make bad decisions, but we got to get to him. We can't allow this dude to start rushing and all of a sudden getting 15 and 20 yards, not 20 yard scrambles, but 10 and 15 yard scrambles. That's going to demoralize us. And we can't allow him to buy time and let Cortland Sutton go to work. We can't allow Jerry Jeudy to go to work. We got to contain Melvin Gordon. If we can do those things, I mean, limit the explosive plays, especially in the late third quarter of the game, we got a shot to go to work. We really got a shot. But we got to pressure Russell Wilson, and we got to be disciplined with our rush lanes. We can't allow this man to gash us with his mobility. I'm nervous. I'm not as resolute as I was last week. But that being said, 30-27 Raiders. Close game, but I'm going Raiders. Semi-confident walk-off in these YouTube streets on a Raiders Sunday. But I'm still going to say it, though. Super Bowl, we out here. Woo!